A major shift occurred in the Ganga Valley as small settlement or janapadas grew into large powerful kingdoms and republics called mahajanapadas. In the lesson, let's learn about that emergence of kingdoms and republics. Around 4000 years ago, people began to settle in large numbers in fertile Indo-Gangetic plains. These settlements were initially called janapadas, which means the place where the jana means people in Sanskrit set their foot. With the increased use of iron tools for cleaning forests and agriculture, food production surplus grew. This led to the development of larger villages and towns. These larger and more powerful janapadas evolved into mahajanapadas. There were about 16 prominent mahajanapadas, including Kasi, Kosala, Magadha, and Vajji, etc. How do we know about the mahajanapadas? We know about the mahajanapadas from two main types of sources. One is from books and another one is from the archaeological excavations. Historians get a lot of information from books that were written around the same time. Many of these important books are ancient Buddhist and Jaina texts. Some books were even written by people of distant countries like Greece. Some important books written during this period: Upanishads, Dharma Sutras, Diganikaya, Majjhima Herodotus history, etc. There were some important archaeological sites of the time of mahajanapadas: Delhi, Atranjikera, Kaushambi, Patna, Ayodhya, Rajgir, etc. Villages in the time of mahajanapadas. In those times, agriculture was managed by landowners called Gruhapati or Gahapati, who played a crucial role in the village economy. They often employed dasas. Dasas were slaves captured in war, and brutakas, landless agriculture laborers who worked for wages. Village headman. The largest landowner in the village often acted as the headman, like tribal villages. He was responsible for collecting taxes for the king and also functioned as a judge and maintained law and order. There were various crafts like carpentry, weaving, and pottery. Trade also there. Trade expanded with merchants traveling long distances in caravans to buy and sell goods, leading to significant profits and the growth of urban centers. Gruhapatis gave them grains in return for their products. Cities of mahajanapadas. Cities of those times were mainly inhabited by poor workers. Some of them were slaves and servants, while most of them were craft persons who made goods for sale. They made beautiful and fine pots and wove fine clothes, made gold and silver jewelry, vessels and tools of bronze and wooden cords. Of all the things made by craft persons, only a few articles have come out in excavation: kingdom, army, and taxes. Most of the mahajanapadas were ruled by kings. Each mahajanapada had a capital city, which was often fortified with large walls of wood, brick, or stone for protection and display power and wealth. The rulers of mahajanapadas maintained regular armies to defend kingdoms and maintain order. To fund these armies, build forts, and cover administrative costs, they started collecting taxes from the people. There was a tax, bhaga, a tax on crops, typically fixed at 1/6 of the produce, was the most important source of revenue at that time. Taxes were also collected from craft persons in the form of labor also, herders in the form of animals and animal produce, and on goods bought and sold from the traders. If anyone refused to pay taxes, they could be punished by the soldiers of the king. King's commands were obeyed by common people. Often, people of the defeated kingdoms were enslaved and sold off to Gruhapatis, traders, and officials. Magadha, a powerful kingdom. Among all the mahajanapadas, Magadha emerged as the most powerful kingdom. Several factors contributed to its rise. One is the fertile land. The region was located in the fertile Ganga basin. Agricultural surplus and rivers like the Ganga and Son provided an excellent means of transport and communication. Forest resources. The nearby forests provided timber for construction and elephants for the army. Rich deposits of iron ore were accessible, which were crucial for making strong tools and weapons. And there were powerful rulers. Ambitious and powerful rulers like Bimbisara and his son Ajatashatru expanded the kingdom through conquests and strategic alliances. The kingdom extended from the northwestern part of India to Odisha. Not all mahajanapadas were ruled by kings, as in Magadha. In some areas, the kings were more like Gond headman. Vajji, a Gana. The Vajji Mahajanapada was to the north of Magadha, and it had a Gana form of government. In a Gana, the territory was governed by an assembly of rulers. Sometimes even thousands of men ruled together, and each of them was called a Raja and took decisions on issues of common interest in assemblies. These rulers met frequently in an assembly hall to discuss and decide on matters of governance, defense, and administration. All important decisions were taken collectively through discussions and debate. Both Gautama Buddha and Mahavira belonged to such Ganas, became famous teachers, respected in all Mahajanapadas. Ganas remained active for more than 1500 years.